สังขารของเราไม่เที่ยงเสื่อมสิ้นเป็นธรรมดาพวกเธอพึ่งแก่ตน
วิสาขบูชาเป็นวันประสูติพระสรุปรินิพพานวิสาขบูชาเป็นวันพระสัมมาสัมพุทธเจ้าวิสาขบูชาเป็นวันประสูติพระสรุปรินิพพานวิสาขบูชาเป็นวันพระสัมมาสัมพุทธเจ้า
Welcome to the Vesak Day on the 5th full moon of peace, light from Wat Dhammakaya Temple, the land of peace. I'm Pia, a welcoming host today. All right, I would like to say hello again to our guests today. So we have our guests, so let's see. Okay, so I would like to say hello to Kathleen from USA. Hi. So, and from World Ambassador Program, Bhutan, Kama, Tashi, Tylee. Correct, but I'll try to. Okay, we have Shuki. So who else? Oh, okay, so we have Long Paul. Namaskaran ka. Okay, thank you very much for joining us today. I hope you enjoy with our ceremony today. So Vesak Day is the day that Buddhists celebrate the birth, enlightenment, and the passing to Nirvana of Lord Buddha. Join us to meditate and send loving kindness to our loved ones and family members who passed away on this full moon with candles light online with people around the world. May the light of these candles surround you with love, comfort, and inner peace. You might be living anywhere in the world, no matter your time zone. The sun and the moon are present above at all times. So please prepare a candle like this, or maybe like this. Okay, so if you already have the candle in your hand, so just prepare it. Okay, maybe you can have a favorite crystal or a special objects that represent you, the moon and the sun, to join this event. And in this program, we will celebrate the International Vesak Day 2021, partake in global mass meditation to promote world peace through inner peace. Also spark hope for the brighter world and the global candle light of peace ceremony, as millions worldwide unite in the lighting candles, sharing loving kindness for the brighter future for all humankind. For those who are Buddhists, this is a special occasion for us to pay respect to the Lord Buddha together. Be a part of collective peace energy to cleanse the world during this pandemic. Experience inner peace by guided meditation from our teaching monk and listen to his knowledgeable Dhamma talk. Moreover, this day is an internationally recognized day by the United Nations. It's commemorated throughout UN headquarters and offices because the UN would like to commemorate the Lord Buddha teaching, or what we call Dhamma, or non-violence and service to others. Why do we call Vesak Day or Vesak Day the Lord Buddha's Day? It is because this day is essentially the birthday of the Lord Buddha, which coincides with his day of enlightenment and also his day of death. All these 3 days fell on the same day during his time. So next, before the ceremony begins, I'd like you to watch our video presentation about the importance of today's ceremony. So everyone, enjoy watching.
Visakha Busha. Visakha Busha derives from the word Visakha Puranami, which means the offering of reverence to venerable monks on the full moon day of the 6th lunar month, known as Visakha. This is the day where 3 paramount events connected to the life of the Lord Buddha occurred. The first event, taking place 80 years before the introduction of the Buddhist era, was the birth of Prince Siddhartha. On the 6th waxing moon, 35 years later, the prince attained enlightenment and became the Buddha. And on the full moon day of the 6th lunar month, 1 year prior to the Buddhist era, the Buddha attained complete Nibbana. Since 1999, Visakha Busha has been designated as the world's important day by the United Nations. With infinite compassion for all sentient beings, the Buddha disseminated his teachings, which became the foundation of Buddhism, to the world and opened the opportunity for anyone to freely come examine his teachings and learn about the truth of the world and the way to live wholesome lives, regardless of one's nationality, ethnicity, and religion, and without the need to change one's religious faith. The auspicious occasion of Visakha Busha, organized at Dhammakaya, commences with a morning meditation session to reflect on the Buddha's supreme benevolence, wisdom, and purity. In the late morning, there is an offering of Sanghadana to the monastic community. The afternoon is traditionally reserved for the higher novice monks of advanced Pali studies who have trained themselves to become monks endowed with theoretical and practical Dhamma knowledge. This sacred ceremony is held annually at the main chapel of Wat Dhammakaya. The evening concludes elegantly with the ceremony to light beautiful Visakha lanterns and to circumambulate the great Dhammakaya Sittiya as a commemoration of the 3 significant events in the life of the Buddha.
Thank you for watching. It is such a great opportunity for us to be part of this special occasion. Next, we will do meditation, light candles for peace, and listen to Dhamma talk. May I invite the teaching monk? Today, we will meet Venerable Pisiddhita Sutto. He received his bachelor's from the University of Illinois at Chicago, USA. As a sophomore, he practiced meditation regularly at the Dhammakaya Meditation Center in Chicago, Illinois for 3 years. After graduation, he returned to Thailand to ordain as a Buddhist monk in 2004. And since then, he has dedicated his life to train and teach meditation and Dhamma world. Now, please pay respect to the teaching monk by join your palms together over your chest and bow 3 times. Bow, bow, bow.
Just one moment. Good evening, everyone. Good afternoon to some, and good morning to many who joined today. Welcome to our full moon of peace on Vesak Day. I hope you enjoy our MC and also video presentation before we start. In fact, in a few moments, we are about to start our candlelight or flaming image ceremony pretty soon. But before we are going to get to that part, I would like to invite everyone to focus and cleanse and still our mind together before we are going to light the candle. So before we're going to start today, I am pretty sure that there might be some people who are new joining us today as well. So please allow me just a few minutes of our time together to introduce how to meditate properly in our program. For those who already know, well, you can take it easy and enjoy. For those who new, please allow me to give us a few minutes for our introduction. What we are practicing here today is called the middle way meditation. The middle way meditation is practiced quite simple, focus on two things. Oh, by the way, what I am about to present to you are just introduction, not the whole details, all right? If you're looking forward for the whole detail, stay tuned for more presentation at the end of our flaming image ceremony, okay? The middle way meditation emphasize and focus itself on two foundations. They are relaxation and mindfulness, okay? These are what we are aim to maintain from the beginning until the end. And your job is to maintain the balance between these two. So if you lose the balance between these two, here's a symptom. One, if you're having too much relaxation over mindfulness, you could falling asleep or wandering thought. All you have to do is maintain the balance, all right? Now, first, once you gain your balance, how to maintain your focus now is one method I can introduce you is visualization. Visualize something simple, something that don't make you think or create emotion as shown on the screen here. Whether it is the sun, the moon, or star, choose however you prefer. However, if you have thoughts, something coming a lot up in your mind, like for example, what happening? Am I going to be able to meditate with my favorite teaching monk? Don't worry here. You can use mantra, all right? Samma Arahant. These are the mantra we use in our middle way meditation. But if you feel like it's too difficult for you, yes, another option is use your own mantra, everyone. Two words is recommended. For example, easy, easy, sleepy, sleepy, or ini, mini, miny, mo. Choose something that make you feel calm and relaxed. All right. So in this case, when I guide meditation, I will use this Samma Arahant as I learned from my great master and our master. Also, how do you know if you do it correctly? Simply, if you are receiving happiness every time you meditate, even just for a moment, this is confirmed that you are practicing correctly. So everyone, let's pray that we are not going to be getting technical problem again. So let's do our meditation from now on, everyone. Are you ready, everyone? Before you're falling asleep, well, get us some ready, also some sign with whether on your screen. If you are not, just send a comment so that way I get to see. Anyone ready? Let's see here. Not only our chat admin talking. All right, let's see. Anyone? Are you there? Okay, Mira, thank you. All right, you ready? Okay, Miss Helen, thank you for joining. Yes. Anyone else? Besides Miss Helen? Mr. GTO, or that's me? Okay, hi, Irene, good to see you. Are you there? Well, if you are, well, ready for meditation? Well, let's not waste our time. It's time anyway to meditate. Let's begin our meditation, everyone. Right. Now it's time for inner peace. Let's begin our journey. Close your eyes. Relax the mind and body. Adjusting yourself, sitting in a relaxed and comfortable position where you won't feel any tension on your body. Relax truly and smile to yourself, feeling happiness into your mind and getting yourself ready for the journey into our mind, looking for inner peace inside. So begin to relax from the top of your head. Relax down to your forehead. Relax your eyebrows. Loose your eyelids. Don't use your eyes or try to look, putting yourself to be still during the meditation. Relax all the muscles in your face, down to your neck and shoulder. Adjusting your back and body properly, free from all the tension. Relax further down to your abdomen, allowing yourself breathe in and breathe out easily. Relax your whole body. Continue on to your legs, your knees, all the way to your feet completely. If you feel just right, that's the sign. If you feel you need to adjust, go on and adjust your body. When you are done, continue to adjust your mind. Empty your mind, free from all worries and the thought that may hindrance during the meditation. And imagine that you are alone in this place or somewhere that you like to be by yourself without anyone to disturb or bother you. A place of your own, somewhere in the nature, somewhere in an open space, feeling like your whole body is floating in the space, light, empty, and transparent. leaving only your awareness inside, present. Then allow the mind to stay still. If they wandering, let your mind coming back slowly, gently. Resting your mind softly. And begin to observe the mind from there. Observe the mind. Maintain your relaxation. Peacefully and quietly. At the same time, maintain your focus by lightly imagine. Imagine the sun shine inside yourself where you feel just right or where you rest your own mind. Observe the sun while stay relaxed. Should there be any thought arise, don't worry. Being friend with your thoughts, let it go, let it in, without forcing yourself. At the same time, if you like, recite your mantra to calm your mind, drives away your thoughts. And the mantra is Samma Arahang Samma Arahang. Samma Arahang. Continue your mantra until your mind has calmed down, or the mantra fades away by itself. Let us take a few moments, calm and still the mind, prepare ourselves on this full moon of peace. For light the candle in a few moments from now on. Still maintain the balance of relaxation and mindfulness inside yourself. When the mind finding its peace, joy would arise, love, compassion would arise, sharing this feeling with everyone that you love. Let this feeling reaching all the beings for tonight, the full moon and the birthday, enlightenment and passing to nirvana of the Buddha. Spread our love, kindness, and compassion. At the same time, We will light the candle, making resolution before we light the candle together. So please repeat after me. Holding candle into your hand. May the merits
May the merits
that we light up the candles,
that we light up the candles,
offering to Triple Gem,
offering to Triple Gem.
may all people
May all people
in every country
in every country
of the world
of the world
be safe and healthy.
be safe and healthy.
May our life be glorious,
May our life be glorious,
bright as candlelight,
bright as candlelight,
with fulfillment in life,
with fulfillment in life,
success in career,
success in career,
with all good wishes come true,
with all good wishes come true,
with good healthy,
with good healthy,
longevity,
longevity,
and cultivating perfection,
and cultivating perfection.
no matter where we go.
No matter where we go,
May we be safe,
may we be safe,
prosperous,
prosperous,
happy with virtues,
happy with virtues,
be warm welcome,
be warmly welcome,
and loved by all beings.
and loved by all beings.
May we be able
May we be able
to attain inner peace
to attain the inner peace
and pure wisdom
and pure wisdom
since our childhood,
since our childhood,
and enable to maintain it
and able to maintain it
throughout the end of our life,
throughout the end of our life,
and be able to obtain
and be able to obtain
perfect appearance,
perfect appearance,
wealth,
wealth,
virtue,
virtue,
attendance,
attendance,
with happiness,
with happiness,
wealthiness,
wealthiness,
reputation,
reputation,
fame,
fame,
able to attain nirvana
able to attain nirvana
very, very soon.
very, very soon.
Now, I'd like to invite everyone to light your candle. Now, in a few moments, we are going to switch to our light flaming image ceremony.
May I be free of cured retribution.
Now we are joining the global candlelight of peace ceremony as millions worldwide unite in lighting candles, sharing loving kindness for a brighter future for all humankind. For those who are Buddhists, this is a special occasion for us to pay respect to the Lord Buddha together. Why do we call Visakha Busha Day or the Vesak Day or the Lord Buddha's Day? It is because this day is essentially the birthday of the Lord Buddha, which coincides with his day of enlightenment and also his day of death. All these 3 days fell on the same due during his time. One of the reasons why the UN decided to pick this Vesak Day as an internationally recognized day is because the Lord Buddha teaching all the Dhamma is still extremely relevant during his time. The Lord Buddha himself has said on his day of death, he said this himself, Dhamma, which include both Dhamma and discipline, that I have given to you all, shall be your master after my death. And he said, these 2,000 of monks surrounding him during his death. That is how important, how much emphasis he put on his teaching. What Buddhists normally do in order to commemorate this International Day of Vesak or Lord Buddha Day. There are several things. Some of them are holding extra precepts. The fundamental precepts or the code of conduct of Buddhists are the 5 precepts. But on this special day like this Vesak Day, some of Buddhists will hold extra 3 precepts. So we called the 8 precepts. Some additional precepts including not to put cosmetics on you, no perfume, and no dinner. This would help your mind to not wander around too much, or don't sleep on the very thick mattress. And some would visit the temple in order to listen to Dhamma talk from the monk. On the Vesak day, it was common activity for Buddhists, especially Thai Buddhists, to walk meditation, also called circumambulation, around the pagoda, in order to pay homage to the Lord Buddha by walking with candlelight or with lotus flowers or just with your hands together. So right now on your screen, you can see that all of the candles have been lit. And now the picture on the frame so represent the important situation in the Buddha era. So the first picture is represent to the Buddha's birth. The Buddha was born into a royal warrior in a Lumpini garden in an area of northern India known today as Nepal. In the morning of Vesak full moon day, 80 years before Buddhist era, he was named Siddhartha 5 days after his birth. When the Bodhisattva was born and stood stably, he said the first speech to confirm the objective of his birth clearly, that he was the base and noblest man in the world, and this was his last life. He was not reborn again. And another picture on the candle flame is represent to the enlightenment of the Lord Buddha. While sitting under the Bodhi tree, he found his answer and attained enlightenment at the age of 35 years at Uruvela Nippon sub-district. After the enlightenment, the Lord Buddha had the greatest kindness and taught the human beings to attain Dhamma for 45 years. He had to travel on foot to disseminate the religions in many regions without any complaint. He taught Dhamma clearly, like turning downside up, uncovering the concealed things, telling the way to the wanderers, or lighting the lantern in the dark for people. So a great number of beings attained Dhamma. Nowadays, located in the area of Dhammakaya or in India. The Vesak full moon day, the zodiac of the cock, 45 years before the Buddhist era. And the last picture on the candle flame is represent to the Lord Buddha's death day. When the Lord Buddha was 80 years old, the Lord Buddha passed away at Sara Grove in Kusinara on the full moon day of the 6th lunar month before Buddhist era for 1 year. Even though his physical body does not exist now, before he passed away, he gave the last sermon that his physical body was not stable and the decay was the common thing. You should not be careless. And the picture on the screen right now is represent to the Buddha's birth. So Rudy said that I saw this picture in Nepal. So the ceremony today, so we have more than 100,000 of candles. And another picture in the candle's flame, so you can see the lotus flower. So you might know the meaning of the lotus flower in Buddhism, but for those who don't know, so I will give you the information now. So the symbolic meaning of the lotus flower. The lotus flower glows in the deep mud far away from the sun, but sooner or later, the lotus reaches the light, becoming the most beautiful flower ever. The lotus flower is regarded in many different cultures, especially in Eastern religions, as a symbol of purity, enlightenment, self-regeneration, and rebirth. Its characteristics are perfect analogy for the human condition. Even when its roots are in the dirtiest waters, the lotus produces the most beautiful flower. According to the Buddhism, every person has the potential to become perfect and enlightened. And it is just a matter of time until each human reaches the light. Buddhists believe that it's necessary to be reborn thousands of times, polishing one's being through many incarnations, until one reaches nirvana, the highest state of consciousness that humans can access. So, the Buddha is sometimes depicted sitting on a lotus flower, symbolizing the one who overcame the pain of the prevalence in the material world and became enlightened. Just like the lotus flower, which starts to grow in the dirty and muddy water, but managed to surpass the water and produce a perfect flower. Okay, so right now, so you can see the whole picture of the candle right now. So we have the word Vesak day, and we have the picture of the birthday, the enlightenment day, and his death day, and also the lotus flower represent to the Lord Buddha and the wisdom. And for those who join us to meditate and send loving kindness to our loved ones and family members who passed away on this full moon, with candlelight online with people around the world, may the light of these candles around you with love and comfort and inner peace. You might be living anywhere in the world, no matter your time zone. The sun and the moon are present above you at all times. And we hope you enjoy our ceremony for today. And today we have another great opportunity to listen to Dhamma talk from our teaching monk. So he's knowledgeable in Dhamma talk. Will tell the story about this day, Visakha Busha Day. So next, our teaching monk will tell you a Dhamma talk about the Lord Buddha. Okay, so we will back to the studio and listen to Dhamma talk.
Hello, everyone. Back to me again, huh? Yes. Then before we part, the light candles has been finished, and also our lighting candle. However, let's not this be the end first. There is something that I like to leave with you before we are parting on our event tonight, today, this morning, depend on where do you live. Either way, as you all know that tonight today, this morning, is the full moon. And it's also the Vesak day. As you have heard, they are the birth, enlightenment, and the passing to nirvana of the Buddha, as you see on the screen here. For more information, if you'd like to go study deeper, I would suggest you go listen to our podcast, now available on 4 episodes. So that's, hope you enjoy this special series that done in our podcast channel by GTM, Spotify, or YouTube. Apple Podcasts also available there. So check it out, everyone, if you have time to learn more deeper into the Vesak Days historical event. Now, as it is, you already know that it's the birth, but something that you may have not heard. So that's today I like to go deeper a little bit of who is the Buddha and how does it come to. In fact, many of you may not know. So that's, let me clarify a little bit to you now that there are 2 types of Buddha. Really? 2 types? I thought there's only Buddha. Yes, there are 2 types. There are 1, Arahang Samma Sambuddha, which is the Buddha who teach. Another one is called Pacceka Buddha, who also is Buddha, but he is silent Buddha, which means he doesn't teach. The difference between these 2 is Arahang Samma Sambuddha, in short, the Buddha who teach. This looking like the Buddha statue that you see, but Pacceka Buddha, he is the Buddha, but he doesn't teach. And he just looks commonly similar to our, normal human like us, not like the Buddha in the Buddha statue that you see commonly known. So these are the difference between Buddhas. But is that all today? No, not yet, everyone. Give me some more minutes, all right? So, as the Buddhas, Arahang Samma Sambuddha, or the Buddha who teach, there are different categories of them as well. And there are at least 3. Actually, there are 3. They are 1, Pannadika Buddha, or the wisdom Buddha. Second is Sattadika Buddhas, or the faith Buddha. And last, Viriyadika Buddha, endeavor Buddha. In other words, these are the different categories. The difference between these 2 are these 3, as you can see the name. The first one, they have a lot of wisdom. That's the time it takes for them to become the Buddha. It's about 20 Asongkhaya. For more information about Asongkhaya, go check on our podcast, on our YouTube video Buddhist Knowledge series, Time Scale of the Universe, all right? The second one, Sattadika Buddha, is a faith. Therefore, he has faith more than wisdom or endeavor. So that's about the medium size, the time that it takes for him to become Buddha. But the last, which is take longest time, Viriya Buddha or endeavor, which has more of this trait than the other 2. And for your little extra information though, the next Buddha who is about to come after this period of Buddhism disappear from the world is going to be this kind of Buddha, Viriyadika Buddha or endeavor Buddha. Or you can also call him as Maitreya Buddha. So that is the predictions forecast by our Gautama Buddha at this time. So that's today you learn about the 2 types of Buddha and categories of the Buddha who teach, all right? Therefore, that's today I'm gonna teaching you something that may be quite benefit because the occurrence or the happening of the Buddha is very rare. How rare? It's rarer than you winning a lottery, that's for sure, okay? So therefore, first of all, you already learned about the birth, enlightenment, and the passing. So why should I repeating that, right? Let's go deeper. How can one attain Buddhahood? Before we're gonna go to this part, let's get this foundation first. Bodhisattva, or the Bodhi, the seed of a man who is about to attain Buddhahood. Bodhisattva is the term we call one who has great aspiration, in that he aspires to be to Buddhahood. In other words, one must really desire to become Buddha. Comparing just to see in the picture, it's kind of like You see, kind of like if you have to cross the whole universe, but the path is filled with hot flame charcoal, you have to walk on that. That's one analogy. No matter how long it takes, but you're gonna have to cross this universe. Then that is obstacle you must overcome. That's the bodhisattva. Okay. If you just wishy-washy to be the Buddha, but you don't do anything or passing obstacle like this, it's not really bodhisattva, just a good thought. Okay, but the one who really has great aspiration, no matter what it is, will sacrifice. So that's I bring you the story in three story of the bodhisattva. Of course, the lifetime of a person to accumulate to become one is not easy. Like I mentioned earlier, that the occurrence of the Buddha are very rare. So let's take a look at this first time ever of our Gautama Buddha. How does he reach? How does he has start the first aspiration to become the Buddha? Okay, the first aspiration starting with a young man who was born in a very, very poor family. You can see on the screen in here. So if you see someone who is very poor, like a beggar, well, do not look down on him, because he may be one who going to be the Buddha in the future. Who knows? Just like in this story, our bodhisattva on this time, he's just like a regular person or just plain ordinary, but very, very poor. As a young man, his parents, very poor as well, but as they're living together for some time, they want him to get married. So that way they have someone to take care of the house and also taking care of them. But our bodhisattva mentioned to his parents that, Father, you see, we are very poor. Who's gonna marry us? And if we are married, how are we supposed to support my wife? And if I have a child, it will be difficult too. I don't think that would be a good idea. So the parents cannot say anything if the son doesn't want to get married. But as time goes by, his father passed away, leave only his mother to be taken care of. So he tried himself very best. One day, while he was looking for the job, because he's very poor, he has to change job regularly. One day he met a merchant who hired a seller to join in his crew. So that way they can go to different country to sell the goods. And he found it could be starting a good opportunity for him. So he went to ask, Master, can I join your crew? But I have one condition though. I have my own mother. If I leave, I don't have any relatives. No one to take care of her. May I also bring her along? Oh, you look very a good person and very gratitude. All right, I will give you this exception, but be careful though, because travel on the ship, it may not be easy for older people, So he was very happy. So he went back and bring his mother, get aboard the ship. And within this 7 days after the ship sailed, he taking care of his parents very well, and also try his hard to work as paid off to what he has, gratitude from the merchant. But on the 7th day, the ship passed into the storm and the ship began to wreck. While he was working and living inside the ship with his parents and his friend, he made a good friend and many people loved him very much. But when the ship wrecked, everyone was worried. So they try to bring whatever that's valuable for them, tag along with them. So that way, when the ship wreck, they can, having those with them. But he only has one person, most very valuable for him in the whole world, that is mother. So that's when the ship wrecked. He jumped from the ship as far as he could. Looking back, saw all his friends sunk into the ocean, and having seen many sharks and things, he swim very fast and tried to stay away, but he, looking back, cannot save his friend and all the merchant and everyone that he loved. So live alone on the ocean. He feels great suffering. One time, the thought come into his mind. This is when the first aspiration come into his mind. He thought that all beings, including himself, is suffering, just like sailing in the ocean. If he can survive, all he asks is, if he gonna pass and perish into the ocean, may the merits, may the good deed that he has done, taking care of his mother and parents to the best of his ability, may this allow him to survive and take his mother to the safe place. Is that all? No. This is when the essence of the Bodhisattva seed instilled into his mind. If I can survive, I would like to help others as well. This is the difference. Not only save himself, his parent, the one that he loved, but the others that suffer just like him. If he can save himself, he will come and help everyone. That is when the seed of Buddha or Buddhahood begin to steal into his mind. Thus, oops, not this story. This is allow him to have a drive. After 7 days, he was able to survive and reach the destination, safe place. And as he reached the new island, he started his new life and continued to take care of his mother until the end of his life. And that's the first aspiration that come into his mind, becoming as the Buddha. For one more of your information, Buddha means self-awakened. All right. So therefore, awaken on what? Realizing the truth of life and himself suffering and show the ways to others. He doesn't know the words of the Buddha, but he has the great aspiration that he wants not only himself to be free from suffering, but to help others. This is the seed of Bodhisattva. Okay. Now the second story that I prepared, this is gonna be, if I have opportunity, I will tell you more I will make it into podcast though. Anyway, what happened in here, in the story is that on this time, our Bodhisattva, after has been died, rebirth, so many lifetimes, unable to count how many. It can be compared more than the skull on his body. If it put together into the mountain, it's not even enough that how many he has been died and rebirth. In this time, he was born as a yogi. Yes, some of you may not know what it is. It's a yogi, of course. It's not a yogi bear, that's for sure. Yogi is more like a ascetic, like a man who live in the forest, eating only fruit, practice meditation, and dress himself in animal skin, like you can see in the picture here. At this time, our Bodhisattva was born as what's it called? A priest family. He learned all of the knowledge, and he was so good at that. At this time, it's so important that he make himself announcing to everyone in the whole world that he is going to be the Buddha. At the beginning, just in his mind, he never say anything, but this time he's gonna say now because he's sure he has more confirmation, affirmation that he's gonna do and make it succeed. As you can see in here, when we're gonna do something, we think first. If we're sure that we can do it, then we say it. Then we say it, we do it. Same thing as our Bodhisattva. If he doesn't sure yet, he just only think about it. So that's in this lifetime. He born as a priest, and after his parent passed away, he feel that life is suffering too. Does he want to ordain, become ascetic and live in the forest? But he has about 500 students. So he announced to all of them that he's gonna be ordained as an ascetic or yogi, whatever you prefer to call him at that time, because there is no Buddhism yet. So that's therefore, he gave all of his money and everything to his student. Then he become ordained. But after his student taking care of their parents, they really respecting him much after their parent passed away. And then they all they could. Now this time, they follow and ordain as him into live into the forest. And one day, while he was walking into the forest, oh, for your information, extra though, this is very juicy too. The thing is, I just found out that too when I study about that. At this lifetime, you can see that there are two yogis on the picture, right? The front one is him, our bodhisattva. The second one in the back, another bodhisattva. Yes, you never know who you're going to meet and what they have in mind. In the detail of the scripture is that the second one is also going to be the next Buddha, but he still accumulate his perfection, not unlike our bodhisattva in the front who already going to announce. But the next one who follow him on this footstep doesn't say that yet, but he follow the same footstep. On top of the mountain, he looking down on the cliff. He saw that mother tiger just giving birth to the baby tiger, as you see on the screen here. But the problem is, it has not been eaten for a long time, about 7 days. It's starving, so there's no food. The only food that left is his own baby tiger, baby cub, the tiger cub. Yes. So he tell his disciple, can you go fetch a carcass of some animal left by the lion or tigers? Quick, we need to be quick. So the baby cub would not eat by its mother. But as his disciple hurry, they unable to find any carcass, because the yogi, they do not kill or hurt animal. They only eat fruit and live in the forest and practice meditation. So it takes them a long time to find. And by the time he returned, during the time when he absent, he thought that it's not going to make it. So the only thing that come to his solution, he realized something. My whole body is the host of all the disease. And as I'm still exist, I'm unable to free myself from suffering as I am now. One thing that hinders me to continue to rebirth is that I still have attachment. If I attach to my body, whatever that I have in my mind, I will not be able to detach and free myself from all this matter. Let alone this tiger and baby and tiger cub. If I can help them by giving up my body, it may be benefit to save the baby tigers and also stop the hunger from the mother. So that's, he make a resolution at that moment. This is when, in his mind first though, all life are suffering. When as the greatest detachment is I am willing to offer sacrifice my whole body to save the tiger. May this merit make me free from all suffering. And when I realize the knowledge, I will come help all the beings as well. When he thought about this finished, he announced this the first time ever. May all the gods, angels, and diva on this mountain, I would like to invite all of you come to witness me of my great deeds offering, save the life of the tiger. May all witness me and rejoice in my merits. And that's after finished, he's saying his speech, he jumped into the cliff. And when he jumped in front of the mother tiger, instead of gonna eat his baby cub, he's eating his body instead. And that's after he passed away. Of course, as I can just say, mentioned earlier, it's not suicide. It is something that planned and willing to do something for the greater good, not care about himself, but just wanting to help others, disregard of who they are. If he can be benefit to anyone, he willing to sacrifice himself. And that's, this is the second life that's important and making him walking the path to become the Buddhahood. But the last one, which is gonna be the last of our story today, everyone. I hope you don't sleeping yet, okay? Are you with me, everyone? If you do, say something, leave in the chat box, Miss Eileen, Helen, everyone, So, therefore, the last one, this one is the most important because every bodhisattva, yes, must go on this, is that they must receive the Buddha forecast, not the weather forecast, okay? The Buddha forecast. What does it mean? If one have done accumulating merits and all perfections, if they pass this or receiving the Buddha forecast, then that is guaranteed one gonna become the Buddha in the future. And so the story goes that once upon the time, our bodhisattva, after practice and accumulate for a long time, He was reborn as a wealthy, rich family in the big, glorious city, and he is a teacher and has so many students come to learn from him. At least 500, are the same thing as the last previous slide that I just mentioned. At this time, after his parents passed away, he also had the same thing. You know, those of Bodhisattva never care about himself, but just want to free himself. He looked at the wealth that his parents and family has accumulated for long, so many generations in the whole room. He said, if I use this, I cannot spend all of this. And when I die, I cannot bring them with me too neither. He looked around, then he called his lawyer and his servant. Anyone want any of this? Take as much as you can. After they took it as much as they want, he opened all his heritage in his home. Everyone, he announced to a whole kingdom, come, anyone want anything, come take it. After he gave it all away, he walked himself alone into the forest, practiced himself and become a yogi. Yes, ascetic, however you want to call them. But it's not the monk in Buddhism yet, because the Buddha has not been arise yet. As he practiced meditation, and he able to attain supernormal ability because of his training so many lifetimes, and purify his mind too, but at some certain extent, but unable to attain the knowledge of the Buddhahood yet. One day in his meditation, he meditated for 7 days straight, enjoying his stillness. After that, he came out to look for the food on, not like cooking, but go for alms round, just like regular monk. He saw many people decorate the place. So he went to ask, friends, may I ask, what are you doing? Because he can fly, so he had with his power. The people said, oh, venerable, you are in luck. We are prepared the road to welcome the Buddha. Did you say the Buddha? Yes, he has born and arise to the world now. He is about to stop at our city. Really? Can I help you? Are you sure? Yes. But the town people said, oh, yogi, you have supernormal power. Maybe you can do the most difficult part. We are in a rush. Could you help us clear the road? So he prepared all the road, but there was some area just about the length, about 2 meters. It's not ready yet, but the Buddha has already arrived. So he don't want the Buddha to walk on a dirty path. So he think that, well, if the Buddha, if he is the true Buddha, he look at the picture, the Buddha from this, oh, he is the real one. Then he thought that I would like to offer my whole body as a path for the Buddha to walk. So that way where he walk would not be making his feet become dirty. That you see on the screen here. People prepare by arranging flower for the Buddha and his monk to walk. There were about 10,000 of them. No, 1,000 actually. 1,000 of them come together with the Buddha. Walk on the path. Do you recall the event that we have done on January to welcome the pilgrimage monk? We sprinkle flowers for the monk to walk. That's a tradition that we have done in here. So that's everyone. This is what we are doing. Okay. So our Bodhisattva lie himself down and making a resolution that, oh, may the good deed that I am making myself become the path for the Buddha to walk. May in the future too, I become the Buddha. When the Buddha arrives, he know what our Bodhisattva thought. So he stands still, pause in front of the Bodhisattva for a short while though, not just look and then walk, He paused, then he smiled, then he turned around. Oh, before he turned around, he stepped on the back of the Bodhisattva. Then he paused, then he turned around. No monk walking yet on our Bodhisattva, okay? Because the Buddha knows and he wants to honor this Bodhisattva. So he turned around and he announced the first time ever for our Bodhisattva this time that, behold, all the monks and everyone in this city. In the future, this man, this yogi, I'm not sure how he addressed him, but let's say this man. In the future, this man, he is going to become the future Buddha, a whole crown. Even the monks who follow our Buddha said, Sadhu. Now they have opportunity now that if in their lifetime they cannot find attainment, follow this Buddha. In the future, they can follow this Bodhisattva, and they can teach him and show them the way to free suffering too. So that's everyone was rejoiced because the next Buddha has been forecast. Thus, they are having more hope now. Remember, the occurrence of the Buddha is very, very rare. Therefore, this is the story of the path that our Gautama Buddha has been gone through in order to achieve his Buddhahood. So that's a little bit of Buddhist story for you guys today, everyone. Hopefully you enjoy this on our Buddha Day or Vesak Day tonight. So everyone, before we part today, there is some announcement, everyone. Let me sell my stuff before you leave, okay? For those who are interested to learn in more of Buddhist knowledge, this Saturday on Zoom only at 8:30 p.m. in Thailand. The time is long though, okay? The topic that I present to you on this Saturday is 4 types of lotus. After our Buddha enlightened, he decided whether he's going to teach people to the whole world or not. And finally, he able to clarify that in this world, there are 4 types of lotus. What are they? Are we belong to any of this? Well, let's find that out in this Saturday, everyone. So see you again, anyone. If you have chance, come join us on our Buddhist knowledge on Zoom only. Yes. Okay. Now, for those who are looking for meditation and learn further into advanced, the requirement is simply you must meditate every day, at least 5 to 15 minutes. So if you're interested, come join us in Zoom. Now we open up for applicant and start on June 5th, which is going to be closed for application next week. So there's still room for application. Everyone come join. And once you apply, let us know. Or once we see it, we will notify you in email. So check often, all right? Next full moon. Yes, everyone, it's going to be June 24th. So that's hope you come join us again in next full moon, okay? And those who are looking for meditation every day, now we have inner peace time activity. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday on Facebook. We have video, but they don't allow us to do it, so they block us. Thus, we're gonna do it on YouTube, which is, it's no copyright. So therefore, anyone can join us and join your daily activity in inner peace time. And every Wednesday and Saturday, we have Zoom session. And Sunday, yes, join us in Inner Peace Sunday. Anyone come join every weekly. We have done this for almost 4 years now. So hope you can join us on this Inner Peace Time activity. And last but not least, the origin of the middle way of Dhammakaya meditation now is on podcast. Now, episode 7, Meditative Attainment. All the history and detail of Dhammakaya meditation will continue and on episode 8 until 11. So look forward to that. Last but not least, of the Buddha's story. What is the true person? The story of the man who become enemies, from best friend become enemy. Now it's on episode 15. 16 is coming this Saturday. So hopefully stay tuned, everyone. See you again next time. And that is the conclusion for my presentation. So can you switch the screen now so I can see full? Thank you. Thank you, everyone. That's my announcement.
Okay, so thank you, Venerable Pistit, very much for Dhamma talk today. And I would like to invite everyone to pay respect to our teaching monk by joining your palms at chest and bow 3 times together. Bow, bow, bow. Okay, everyone, and this for today, and this is the Vesak day on the 5th moon of peace. Today, we have cleansed our mind by meditating, listening to Dhamma talk, and spreading loving kindness, and lighting the candles for peace and humankind. Our cleansing mind affects the brighter world, and everybody's mind is included. as the motto of what the Dhammakaya temple quoted, world peace through inner peace. Today, we would like to thank you everyone for being a part of the World Peace Achiever. So before closing this event, let's take a group photo together. And thank you everyone. So you already turn on your camera right now. Okay. So now I will count 1, 2, 3, and everyone please say peace together. Okay, are you ready? Okay, it's very good to see everyone turn on your camera right now. Okay, if you don't mind, okay, so please turn on your camera. Wow, it's such a very wonderful moment. Are you ready? Okay, I will start right now. 1, 2, 3. Peace. Okay, one more time. Okay, maybe you can adjust your hair or yeah, your makeup or something. Okay, to make the best picture of today. Okay, so I see your lovely smile of everyone. You're very good. Okay, are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's say peace. Okay, thank you very much. It's a wonderful picture for today. And to improve our event next time, feel free to share your thoughts, opinions, and any recommendations in the chat box. Also, if possible, you can speak up to us, unmute yourself, or turn on your camera. Okay, and thank you very much for our guests today. Thank you to be part of the success. Thank you for sharing love and kindness. And thank you everyone to stay with us until the end of the ceremony, and hope to see you again next time. And to follow us to get a various tip of meditation, okay? As our teaching monk already said, and he is such a good promoter, okay? So you can follow us in daily meditation tips and wisdom, okay? So feel free to, it's a free live meditation every Sunday, and you can follow us on the Facebook page, Great Teaching Monk, Good Q&A, GTM on Facebook, okay? And today, last, okay, I will say thank you everyone again, and hope to see you again next time in the next ceremony, okay, and wish you all the best and see you the next ceremony or the next time. So please keep in touch or follow our Facebook, so we will tell you in the next ceremony that upcoming. Okay, so I have to say goodbye now. Okay, สวัสดีค่ะ Enjoy and take care. Okay. So see you next time, and make you every day be happy and healthy. Bye.